In our top story, leaders of the West African regional bloc Ecowas have imposed stiffer sanctions on Mali. The move comes as the country's transitional authority said they couldn't hold elections in February next year, in line with the timetable to return the country to civilian rule. Now, Ecowas has demanded the release of Guinea's ousted president, Alpha Condé, who's been detained by the military junta that led the coup in September. CGTN's Nabil Ahmed Rufai reports now from Accra.
The West African leaders arrived in Accra to discuss the political situation in Guinea and Mali. The leaders are concerned over the failure of the transitional authority in Mali to provide a roadmap for elections in February. While Ecowas had already suspended Mali from the regional bloc, it has now imposed further sanctions on the transitional authority and their families.
The sanctions include a travel ban and a freeze on the financial assets. It further instructs the President of the Commission to consider and propose additional sanctions at its next ordinary session on 12 December 2021, should the situation persist.
ECOWAS has called on the international community to do more, including the African Union and the United Nations, to support the implementation of the sanctions. Last month, Mali sacked the ECOWAS envoy in charge of mediating the transition process, accusing him of working against them. The West African leaders have condemned the expulsion of the ECOWAS envoy in Mali. They want the transition authorities in the country to continue working to hold elections in February next year. ECOWAS says it is concerned over the worsening security in Mali due to political instability. It has urged the transitional authority in the country to beef up internal security and called on neighboring countries to step up their security presence along Mali's borders. On Guinea, the West African regional bloc has upheld the suspension of the country from its activities, as well as the travel ban and freeze of assets of the coup leaders and their families.
The authority take note of the recent development in Guinea, particularly the adoption of the transition charter, the appointment of a civilian prime minister, and the formation of the transition government. It urges the transition authorities to submit a detailed timetable of activities to be carried out under the transition toward the holding of elections.
ECOWAS has appointed the UN Special Representative for West Africa and Sahel, Mohamed Ibn Chambers, as Special Envoy to Guinea. He is expected to mediate with the transitional authorities to return the West African country to civilian rule. Nabil Ahmed Rufai, CGTN, Accra, Ghana.